We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on their in-state rivals to the south, the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Under center, it's the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner as you get a look at Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively, because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also, when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Mayfield to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Complete to Cade Otton. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Mayfield now. He's got Otton. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
First and 10.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The Dolphins' 40-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position, no one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
He's got a man. It's his fullback.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Now Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
8 yards. And the Dolphins 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Well, Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Hill going to go in motion right. Achane trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Second and goal from the 1. Achane once more. But he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Malik Washington taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, head coach told us, I saw this sitting at my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Going across the formation, there's Otten with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Mayfield now from the 50. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here is 3rd and 5. And again, it's Mayfield. That is caught. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Mayfield looks to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
He's got it. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Cade Otton from 4 yards out. And the Buccaneers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there, a touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 10.
So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And Cade Otton capped things off with a touchdown grab.
Chase McLaughlin.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. So first and 10 now from the 30. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. Up the middle, Achane. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. They complete it to Hill. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. The Trey Palmer deep for Tampa Bay. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. "35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down." Now Mayfield. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9.
I'll give him credit there. Nice job on the drag route. Bring the receiver across the field, hoping he can catch it in stride and turn it up. He was able to do just that, although he's just a little bit short of the first down.
Second down and a yard. Mayfield. To the sideline and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1.
It's a gain of 6.
So halftime straight ahead, and that means we go to Scott Hansen. It is our EA Sports halftime report. Scott, take it away.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Hand off to HN to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. And when you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Looking to pass. Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Inside the 20. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
McLaughlin for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Chase McLaughlin.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's Achane to start the drive. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Getting to him for the loss there, that's Elijah Cansey.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Tua going to throw. Got an open man. It's Washington. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Fighting to stay upright. And this is going to be incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
He'll look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
10 yards. Complete to number 7, Bucky Irving. It's a gain of 10. And
now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Mayfield to throw it. He completes it to Evans. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Mayfield now. Yep. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Room to maneuver at the 35. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Buccaneers 17.
So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. It's time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
They'll start on the ground with Irving. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Mayfield on play action. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, All I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
For a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, back to Achane. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. That's sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. They're going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Baker going to give it to Irving. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Mayfield to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3rd down.
3rd down and 1. They'll try and run here with Irving. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
13 yards on the play.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Buccaneers.
And they take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. And with that, we sign off from Miami.